Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, I'm just an average guy, nothing special. Women probably don't even notice me. If you have, you're not alone. Most men carry this quiet insecurity deep inside. But let me tell you something shocking. That voice in your head. It's lying to you. Because chances are, you're far more attractive than you think. Here's the truth most men never realize. Attraction is not just about perfect looks, a six-pack, or a millionaire lifestyle. Those things help, yes, but they are not what truly pulls women in. Women are wired to notice much deeper cues, subtle signals, things you may not even realize you're giving off. And often, these signals are louder than words. Think about it. Have you ever caught someone looking at you when you weren't paying attention? Have you ever had a woman laugh a little too easily at your jokes? Or maybe you've noticed other men acting strangely around you, a little tense, as if they feel threatened. These are not accidents. These are signs. But here's the problem. Most men ignore them. They walk through life blind to the fact that women are constantly picking up on their presence. They assume they're invisible. They downplay their strengths. They convince themselves that they're average, when in reality, they're standing out more than they realize. And that's what we're going to fix today. Because in this video, I'm breaking down 7 powerful signs that prove you're far more attractive than you realize. And I'm not talking about shallow compliments, fake validation, or cheesy pickup tricks. I'm talking about real, deep psychological and social signals, the kind that women can't hide and other men can't help but reveal. Once you understand these signs, you will start to see the truth about yourself. You will notice how women react to you, how men treat you, and how your very presence influences the people around you. And when you finally see it, your confidence will never be the same again. By the end of this video, you'll stop underestimating yourself. You'll understand what makes you truly attractive, and you'll realize you've been carrying far more value than you ever gave yourself credit for. So, let's dive into the 7 undeniable signs you're a more attractive man than you realize. Number 1. The eyes don't lie. Her glances give you away. They say the eyes are the windows to the soul, and in attraction, this could not be more true. Psychologists call it visual attention bias. It means people naturally focus on what draws them in. And here's the truth. When a woman finds you attractive, her eyes will reveal it long before her words ever do. Maybe you've noticed it before. You're sitting in a cafe, at the gym, or even walking down the street, and you catch someone looking at you. She quickly looks away, pretending she wasn't watching. But then, a few minutes later, you catch her glancing again. This is no accident. This is her subconscious desire showing itself in real time. Sometimes, the glance lingers. She locks eyes with you for longer than usual. Other times, she breaks eye contact nervously, almost as if she's been caught revealing a secret. Both are powerful signs. One says, I want you to notice me. The other says, I can't hide how much I feel. Here's the problem. Most men ignore these signals. They think, she must have been looking past me, or I'm imagining things. But you're not imagining it. Eye contact is one of the oldest, most primal forms of communication between men and women. Long before words, there were glances. If this happens often, understand the truth. You're magnetic, even when you don't realize it. Attraction is rarely shouted. It's whispered. It shows up in the little moments, like the look she gives you across a crowded room. So the next time you catch her eyes, finding you again and again, don't dismiss it. Recognize it for what it is. Proof of your natural pull. Proof that you are more attractive than you think. Number 2. Proximity. She always finds a way to be near you. Attraction is not always loud. It is often quiet, subtle, hidden in the spaces between people. And one of the strongest signals of attraction is proximity. The way someone chooses to position themselves around you. If you notice that a woman often finds a way to be close to you, pay attention. Maybe she chooses the seat next to you in a room full of empty chairs. Maybe she stands near you at a gathering, even when she has no real reason to. Maybe she walks by you more times than necessary, brushing past your shoulder or stepping into your space. These things are not accidents. They are clues. Psychologists call this spatial intimacy. It's the natural tendency for people to shrink the distance between themselves and those they are drawn to. And here's the important part. It often happens unconsciously. She may not even realize she's doing it, but her body knows. Her instincts know, and those instincts are pulling her closer to you. Think about it. We don't willingly stand close to people we dislike. We don't seek out unnecessary contact with people we're indifferent to. Closeness requires comfort. It requires desire. And if she's choosing to stay near you, it's a powerful signal that she feels both. Your presence changes the space around you. Without saying a single word, you draw her in. That magnetic pull is something you may not even notice in yourself, but it's real. And once you start to see the pattern, you'll understand that her closeness is not coincidence, it's attraction. So the next time you catch her finding reasons to orbit near you, don't ignore it. Don't brush it off as random. Recognize it for what it is, proof that you are more attractive than you think. Number 3. Social gravity. You command attention without trying. Real attraction doesn't chase, it pulls. It doesn't beg, it draws. And one of the clearest signs that you're more attractive than you realize is the way people respond when you enter a room. Have you noticed how conversations shift when you arrive? How laughter softens for a moment, or how heads turn almost instinctively? That isn't random. It's not coincidence. It's something psychologists call social magnetism. Human beings are wired to give more attention to those they find appealing, whether it's physical beauty, natural energy, or the quiet confidence that radiates without effort. And here's the truth. People don't even realize they're doing it. Their body language betrays them. Their focus shifts. Their presence reacts to yours. This is why you may catch someone staring, then quickly looking away. Or why groups unconsciously create space for you, as if inviting you in. You didn't ask for the attention. You didn't fight for it. Yet somehow, you command it. That is the silent gravity of attractiveness. Think about the sun. It doesn't chase planets. It doesn't plead for orbits. Its very presence is enough to pull everything around it into alignment. That's what real attraction feels like. You become the center without even trying. And here's the powerful part. This kind of magnetism goes beyond looks. It's the energy you carry, the way you move, the calm or confidence you project. People feel it before they understand it. They sense it before they can explain it. So the next time you notice eyes on you, or feel the subtle pause when you step into a room, don't dismiss it. Don't shrink back or convince yourself it's nothing. Understand it for what it is, proof of your silent power. You carry a presence that demands attention without saying a word. That's not chance. That's gravity. Number 4. Mirroring. She matches your energy. One of the most powerful and hidden signs of attraction is mirroring. This is when a woman unconsciously copies your behavior, your posture, your tone, or even your pace. Psychologists call this behavioral mirroring, and it's deeply rooted in human nature. We do it without even realizing, but it always comes from a place of connection. Think about it. If you lean back in your chair, and moments later, she does the same, that's not coincidence. If you take a sip of your drink, and she mirrors the action right after, her body is signaling alignment with yours. Even subtle gestures, like matching your hand movements while speaking or adopting a similar sitting style, are strong indicators that she's tuned into you. It goes deeper than just body language. Mirroring often shows up in tone of voice and energy. If you speak softly, and she naturally lowers her voice to match, she's syncing herself with your rhythm. If you get excited about a topic, and she lights up with the same energy, even if it's not her interest, that's her subconscious drawing closer. Why does this matter? Because people only mirror those they feel connected to or attracted to. It's an unconscious way of saying, I feel safe with you. I feel in sync with you. I want to be on the same wavelength. So, if you notice a woman consistently reflecting your energy, matching your gestures, or falling into your pace, take it as a powerful confirmation. She's not doing it because she planned it. She's doing it because she feels it. Attraction doesn't always come in words. Sometimes it's written in silence. Sometimes it's revealed in a laugh that comes just after yours, in a smile that echoes your own, or in the subtle way her body mirrors your presence. Understand this truth. If she reflects you, she respects you. If she mirrors you, she desires connection. And that, my friend, is one of the clearest unspoken signs of attraction. Number 5. Reactions from other men, respect and rivalry. Here's a truth most men miss. Sometimes, the clearest sign of your attractiveness doesn't come from women. It comes from how other men react to you. Human beings naturally operate in a hierarchy, and men especially are wired to sense competition. When you're around, if other guys suddenly shift their behavior, that's no coincidence. Pay attention. If men become more competitive in your presence, telling louder jokes, flexing their achievements, or trying to one-up you, it's because they feel your presence as a challenge. They're not just talking to the room. They're indirectly trying to prove themselves against you. That's rivalry, and it only shows up when they see you as someone worth competing with. Then there's respect. Some men won't try to outshine you. Instead, they'll defer to you in conversation, let you take the lead, or subtly acknowledge your influence. That's not weakness, it's recognition. When they sense that women respond positively to you, their instincts tell them, this man has presence, this man carries weight. Respect is another indirect confirmation that your value is visible to everyone, even if you don't fully see it yourself. Of course, jealousy also reveals itself in subtle ways. Maybe a guy makes snide remarks, downplays your qualities, or tries to shift attention away from you. That's not random. That's his insecurity speaking, because he senses the impact you have without you even needing to flaunt it. The important thing to understand is this. Other men act as mirrors of your hidden attractiveness. Their competitiveness, their rivalry, their respect, even their jealousy, all of it stems from one fact. Your presence changes the room. So don't overlook these indirect signals. If men step up their game around you, if they try harder when you're near, or if they treat you differently than they treat others, it's a sign. They've noticed something powerful about you, even if you haven't fully recognized it yet. Respect, rivalry, jealousy, all of it points to one truth. Your attractiveness doesn't just affect women, it shifts the behavior of men too. Number 6. You don't realize it. The psychological blind spot. Here's the truth. The most attractive men are often the last ones to notice it. This is what psychologists call a blind spot. You live inside your own skin every day. You see your reflection in the mirror so often that it loses impact. What once felt sharp or powerful now feels normal, almost invisible to you. On top of that, self-criticism clouds your vision. You notice small flaws, small mistakes, and you compare yourself with others in ways that make you feel less. But here's the paradox. While you're focused on what you lack, others are noticing what you carry. They see your presence. They feel your energy. They notice the way you move, the way you enter a room, the way you stand different without even trying. Attraction is not always something you can measure by looking at yourself. It's something revealed in how the world reacts to you. Maybe you've seen people stare longer than usual, or groups shift when you arrive, or someone gets a little nervous around you without explanation. These aren't random events. They are proof that your impact is larger than you think. What you see as ordinary about yourself, others experience as rare. This is why you can't always trust your own judgment when it comes to attractiveness. The mirror cannot reflect your energy. A photograph cannot capture your presence, and your mind will always filter your reflection with criticism. But the outside world does not. People respond to you as you are, not as you think you are. So when you find yourself questioning your value, pay less attention to your self-doubt and more attention to how people treat you. That's where the real evidence lives. Attractiveness is not about what you see. It's about what others cannot ignore. Number 7. Maturity and confidence make you timeless. True attractiveness is not only about youth, abs, or a perfect jawline. It's about the depth of character a man carries. With age comes something that no quick trick or fashion trend can replace: maturity. Maturity creates a quiet strength, a calmness that doesn't need to shout for attention. Confidence built on life experience is magnetic in a way that superficial looks never can be. As men grow older, they often underestimate this shift. They look at younger men and think attraction belongs only to them. But the truth is, women often value something far greater: stability, wisdom, and presence. Youth may turn heads for a moment, but maturity holds attention for a lifetime. A man who has faced challenges, learned from mistakes, and found balance within himself radiates something powerful: security. He doesn't need to prove himself because his life speaks for him. His calm tone, measured decisions, and sense of direction send a clear message: I know who I am, and I know where I'm going. That energy creates trust, and trust for women is deeply attractive. Think about it. When people begin seeking your advice, respecting your words, or simply feeling more at ease when you enter the room, it's no accident. That's a sign of timeless magnetism. Your presence doesn't just attract, it reassures. You're no longer competing in the shallow game of looks or trends. You've stepped into a higher level of attractiveness. Confidence without arrogance, strength without aggression, direction without desperation. That's what separates a man who is temporarily appealing from one who is permanently magnetic. And the beauty of this type of attraction? It grows stronger with age. Unlike fading looks, maturity and confidence compound over time. So if you've reached the point where people respect your guidance, lean on your wisdom, and feel secure in your presence, understand this: you are experiencing timeless attractiveness. You've moved beyond fleeting charm into something far deeper. And that kind of presence doesn't just catch attention, it commands it. So let me leave you with this. Attraction is not about a perfect jawline, expensive clothes, or being the loudest guy in the room. Real attraction runs deeper. It is psychological. It is emotional. It is energy that people feel when you walk into a space. Here's the truth most men never see. You don't look at yourself the way others do. Women notice how you make them feel. They notice the calm in your silence, the strength in your presence, and the way you carry yourself without effort. Other men notice too, the respect you earn without even asking for it. But you often brush it aside. You tell yourself it's nothing, but it's not nothing. It is everything. The signs are already around you. You are far more attractive than you believe. The only problem is, you've been blind to it. So here's my challenge to you. Stop doubting yourself. Start watching. Pay attention to the glances, the small smiles, the body language, the way people shift when you enter the room. That is proof. That is attraction at work. And when you finally accept it, when you truly see yourself the way the world sees you, everything changes. Your confidence rises. Your energy grows. New opportunities appear. Relationships transform. So carry yourself with strength. Protect your thoughts. Guard your heart. And never again underestimate your own value. Because here is the reality. The world already sees you. The question is, do you see yourself? If you felt truth in this message, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs to hear these words. And if you want more powerful lessons on psychology, self-mastery, and the hidden truths about life, subscribe now. Together, we will break lies, uncover wisdom, and help you step into the full power you already carry inside you.